Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings, and today we're going to do the daily fire sign reading for January 13th and 14th, and this will be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let us begin. Uh-oh. What's wrong, you guys? Okay, I want to say, first of all, there's somebody who's really in their head about something. Somebody who's been in this energy of overthinking. The Nine of Swords is that card of kind of being in that place of fear, of overthinking, of overanalyzing the situation. And with it being followed by the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles is that card of stability, of comfort, of long term. But what this is saying is this has been something that has been going on for a long time. So this could be you. This could be you being in a situation for so long that has just become kind of unbearable. It could be that, you know, you're having difficulties with somebody, and it's just something that, you know, you're trying to figure it out, and you just can't. You can't get to that place of comfort within this. It could be also that you're putting in so many hours at work that you're not having time for anything else, and it's starting to weigh really heavy on you. Like, you could be one of those people that works so much that when you come home and you have dreams, you're having dreams about work. And so it's just an energy of just dealing with the same kind of situation for a very long time, to the point that it's just becoming a burden, a mental burden, more than anything. Yeah. We have this Eight of Swords. It's this overthinking, or this energy that you've been in has been going on for so long. With this Eight of Swords, you're not able to see a way out of it. Like, this is an energy of kind of being stuck. And it could be somebody that you're connecting with. It might be that you're connecting with somebody who's very fearful of commitment. Very fearful of commitment. It could be also that you've had a long time difficulty between you and another person, and you've just been trying to figure out how to make it right. But again, just being so in your head about it that you're not able to see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel, or you're not even seeing an opportunity to, you're not even seeing how this can be fixed at this point. Let's see what else we get. Okay, we do have the Sun card, and the Sun card is that card of being free, that card of enlightenment, that card of joy. It's also a card of intensity, and the Sun is a very masculine energy. And then we have this Princess of Cups, which is that card of a new offer of love, it's also that card of kind of being in that puppy love phase, that new love phase. If you look, you know, there's all these positive images of love in this card, like the swan and the, you know, and the cup. But in the same sense, you know, the seas are the water is very, what the hell is that word? I just totally lost my train of thought. You know, the energy below her is very intense, is very tumultuous. Is that the word? Sorry. And so then we have that followed by the Two of Swords, which is that card of no movement, of indecision. So it could very well represent that somebody is feeling so intensely about something. And it could be a new love. It could be the connection that you two share, but somebody's feeling so intensely about it. There's such intense feelings that it goes from positive to negative very quickly. Like somebody feels so strongly for you and they're really enjoying that, but then in the same sense, they get very fearful of those feelings, and so they get in their head. So these feelings are so intense that there's the desire to open up. There's the desire to express, but it's so intense that the person doesn't know how to do it, how to go about it. I would also say, too, that there's somebody who is really wanting to reach out to you and really wanting to communicate with you. But they're very fearful of being rejected. They're really worried about how the conversation will go, because again, I feel that this is such intense feelings. And so again, there's nothing being said. There's no forward movement. There's nothing being opened up to, because there's too much thought. There's too much overthinking. It could be, too, that there's somebody who's really wanting to step out and start something new, wanting to look for a new relationship, but for some reason is feeling very trapped in a long-term connection that they're in, or a long-term commitment that they're in. It could be that somebody's feeling very stuck to their job also. Just stuck to some sort of very long-term obligation. Oh, this is good. Okay. Okay. We have the Princess of Swords on the bottom, and so that does represent learning something new, finding out new information. It's also the card of somebody kind of gathering information, somebody communicating with you, but it's all about open and honest communication. And we do have the Chariot underneath that, and that does indicate forward movement. So there is the desire to get out of this energy, to move forward, to move away from this energy. And we do have the Ace of Swords, which is that, open, honest communication, that sudden realization. I want to say for some of you that you connected with somebody and things did not seem to be in a stable place. This person was very closed off. They didn't really open up to what their feelings were. And so you stepped away from this connection. But you stepping away gave this person this time to... This person, if they're feeling so intensely for you, they needed that time. They needed that separate time to kind of process their feelings and deal with that. And that's helped them have this realization, to have this communication that they've been wanting to say to you. this might not even be a relationship. This might be that you've had some kind of friendship or connection to somebody where there's been some kind of difficulty between the two of you, and there's been a disconnect between the two of you for a long time. And I feel that both of you have kind of wanted to open up and address this. The Princess of Cups is that offer of an apology, a desire to make things right. But both of you have really not known how to open up and kind of open up the lines of communication to get things out in the open. And so there has been this separation. But in this separation, you both have had this time to kind of see things for what they were and have this open, honest communication. And with this Fool card, you know, it's this card of having a new start, having a new beginning. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, so that's a very strong shift forward and in a more positive direction. So whatever this difficulty is that you've been dealing with, there was the need to kind of step away from it, and I feel that that's what you did. Now, if this is you, kind of overthinking a situation, wanting to communicate to somebody, trying to figure something out between you and a connection with another person, I do feel that you have taken a step back from this. And in that you've been able to kind of see things in a different light. And if you haven't gotten yourself into that energy yet, this is kind of saying to take a step back for a couple of days and look at this from a different perspective. With this Page of Swords, this is kind of new information coming to you, a new realization. So I feel that you're going to be able to see something from a different perspective, especially if you kind of take a step back for a minute. And with this Fool card and this Wheel of Fortune, this is giving you a new beginning. So, if this is a connection to somebody, you two are going to be able to open up to what these feelings are, open up to what's been held back, and start new with this person. Especially with this Princess of Cups, this is that, that desire to open up and make things right. For those of you who are single, I would even go so far as to say you've been single for so long and you want to get out there and you want to get out on the dating scene. You want to start a new connection, but you've been single for so long that you don't even know where to begin. And in that aspect, for those of you who are single, I feel like you have a friend coming to you that's like, hey, let's go out and do this. Let's go out and do something different. And that's where you're going to be able to kind of release all that tense energy and have that confidence in starting something new. And I do feel that you're going to meet somebody new in this. But this person is going to be more somebody that it kind of starts on a friendship level, because I feel like you kind of need that comfort. So you might just connect with somebody who you're able to have really good, open, honest communication with, and that's going to help you kind of get yourself back into that energy of feeling confident and feeling confident kind of stepping out in the dating scene again. Oh, I love it. Okay, this is the card of healing. So what this is saying is, if you have not had that little bit of time to yourself to kind of, again, step back and see things from a different perspective, when you're, again, if you're this person that is in this kind of overthinking mode, this is saying you need to be able to have that step back and take away that overthinking and take a step back and look at this from a different perspective. With this card, the New Moon in Aquarius card, what this is saying is to see this from a different perspective, not in this energy of overthinking, but in the in the energy of your emotions, of your feelings, of what you want, of being true to yourself, what it is you really want. And again, I do feel that for some of you, you've connected with a person who hasn't been comfortable with opening up and expressing things to you. And so again, I feel that you've kind of stepped away from that, and that has given that person that time to really process what these feelings are and come to you with this offer of love, come to you showing you their feelings. They're coming to you with a more peaceful energy. Again, I do feel that, you know, there's still going to be a slow moving energy to this. But it's like you're going to be able to kind of, you're both going to be able to kind of break the ice and open up to this. But I do feel that it is going to be kind of a little bit of, at a time, because I feel like there's this period of a lot of communication and you guys getting to know each other, even if it is somebody that you've been connected to for a long time. I feel that within this connection, there really hasn't been a lot of communication about who you both really are and what you both really feel. So it's going to be like a shift in the type of communication that you two have, where you're going to be speaking more from what your feelings are, as opposed to speaking more from that fearful energy of trying to kind of put those walls up. You know, going from being in that fierce energy of, I don't need love, I don't need a relationship, nothing bothers me, blah, 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 to being more in that energy of, you know, kind of that puppy love energy in a relationship. Being more willing to have that more playful, romantic connection within the relationship. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'm sending you much, much love. Bye-bye.